Hi there, welcome to Pharmac's Social Media Analytics Webcast episode number 2. I am Tanmay, I am the Social Media Analytics Manager at Pharmac. Today we will talk about what are some of the insights that can be gained from comments posted by patients on social networks on the basis of which they make decisions about prescription drugs. As more and more people are using social networks for various activities, such as recording their lives, expressing their preferences, their likes and dislikes, sharing content with friends and followers, and even sometimes giving out technical or health-related information, social media data is becoming richer and richer. Let us explain that last point with an example. Every Sunday, the patients of rheumatoid arthritis chat amongst each other on Twitter, and they use a specific hashtag called #room for tweeting. Let me tell you what a hashtag is. A hashtag is a word or a phrase followed by the hash sign used by people tweeting around a certain idea or an event or a concept. At Pharmac, we love analyzing data. We spent some time in reading tweets around rheumatoid arthritis, and we found that various insights can be drawn from this analysis. For instance, we can classify what is being discussed in the past 6 months into various buckets of information. Before I present the analysis, I'd like to mention that although the analysis is based on real Twitter data, it is illustrative in the sense that it shows what can be derived from the social media data. Although the sample size of this particular Twitter analysis may not be statistically significant, we can easily identify patterns and anomalies and get directional inputs. So coming back to insights, let's see what those are. We can find information related to drug consumption, drug efficacy and side effects, drug switchovers, combinations with other medications, and convenience of dosage. Let's take them one by one. Let us start with drug consumption. Rheumatoid arthritis patients specifically mention what they have been prescribed and what they are taking for managing their disease. As you can see, methotrexate seems to be taken by a large number of RA patients. The next is Enbrel, co-marketed by Amgen and Pfizer, followed by Humira, which is a drug from Abbott. It is not surprising that methotrexate has the highest usage since it is considered as a gold standard for treatment of RA. For the purpose of this exercise, we have actually focused only on biologics. So looking at the social media data, we can find out which prescription drugs are being consumed by patients of a certain disease. Second insight is drug efficacy and side effects. RA patients post messages about how the drug is treating them and how they are experiencing the efficacy of the drug. We found tweets in which patients mentioned whether the drug is working for them or not, what are the benefits they are gaining from consumption of the drug, and what are the side effects they are experiencing. They also share information about how to manage these side effects. So, in a nutshell, social media data reveals which drugs show a better efficacy and hence which drug may gain popularity with patients. The third point is drug switchover. As in many diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, not all drugs work for all patients. If the drug doesn't work for a patient, they often try new options. Not only do they seek advice from fellow patients and physicians, they also want to know which are the most popular switchovers happening, and they mention that in their comments on Twitter and Facebook. Looking at social media data, we can gain insights about which switchovers between brands of prescription drugs happen. As a patient, if I have access to this information and if I am on Enbrel, I would want to have a discussion with my physician if I am being advised to switch to Humira. In addition, I'd also want to know more about Remicade. Again, I'd like to emphasize that this sample size is way too low, and this exercise is purely illustrative of what can be gained out of social media monitoring and analysis. So coming to the fourth point, which is drug combinations, let's see what we have. For the treatment of RA, patients are often administered drugs in combination. For instance, DMARDs, which are disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, are prescribed along with biologic drugs. In addition, patients also need to consume NSAIDs, which are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and painkillers. Combination of drugs form a significant part of treatment, and many patients comment on that. And they also want to know what other patients are consuming and how they are managing their condition and pain and inflammation. So with that, we come to our last point, which is the convenience of dosage. Biologic drugs are often used to treat rheumatoid arthritis, and biologics are administered by the way of infusions. Some of these infusions last over 4 to 6 hours. This is inconvenient for patients. There is also a major concern for RA patients, and we find that good insights around convenience of dosage are found on social networks, and patients discuss each other what they do during the infusions and how they manage the inconvenience. So social media can tell us what patients experience in terms of inconvenience of dosage, how they manage those events, and what they share as tips for benefits of other patients. Social media can reveal valuable insights about drug consumption, efficacy, side effects, switchovers, and convenience. Social media monitoring and analysis done on a continual basis can offer information and insights that can be used for long-term and strategic decision making by patients. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for our next webcast. In the meanwhile, you may visit our blog at pharmark.com/blog or check some of our social media presentations on slideshare.net/pharmark. Thank you.